quite a lot of people have asked for updates on how I am going. There has been some wishful thinking that once that frame came off my leg, I would pretty much bounce back to normal. And that's not really the case. I'm going to do my absolute best to get back as much mobility as I possibly can. Having an active life, being in the outdoors is super important to me. But I also think it's important to show the reality of what things can be like after a major accident. Also, for anybody in the future that ever happens to go through something similar to me, I think it's worth showing, what it's like and how I approached it. And also hopefully how I managed to stay optimistic through a lot of it. And much of it is about having amazing people, amazing friends around you. But here I'm just going to show you some of the physical realities. So, I am out trying to figure out just what I can do with a bicycle, and as you can see I do have some help. First of all, I want to say thank you to everybody around the country who's ever volunteered helping to make paths in nature accessible. This is incredible. This actually is an old railway track, so it's really flat as well, but it makes all the difference, because whilst when I'm like riding past and with any kind of downhill, it looks like I might be reasonably fit and healthy on a bicycle and capable on a bicycle, but having the ankles and the lower legs that I have, there are some challenges. One of those is that, well, both my ankles, the ankles don't bend very much. Well, first of all, this foot has got the flap, what I call my ankle boob on it, and I can't feel the ankle boob, but it does touch the spokes sometimes. And whilst I can't feel it touching the spokes, then there's a guard there. What it does is knock my foot off the pedals, which can be a bit scary. And with the left foot, the ankle doesn't bend very much. And I've actually found that's okay because the pedals do all the bending. But what it means also is that, another challenge is that I lost 2 ligaments in that foot and 1 in this. So I can't point my feet down with any sort of strength. So when we stop, I can't put my tippy toes down to touch the ground. So instead of that, I'm having to, and I also can't jump off the seat because it's too much weight down through my ankles. So I've got to keep my seat on, stay on my seat, keep the seat down low, and which is fine. But when you have the seat down low, what it does mean is that your knees are pushed up higher. And because I had a metal frame on all around this leg for so long, my knee didn't bend at all for a very long time. So it doesn't want to bend that much. So it really hurts when I'm pushing. But it will slowly get more and more bend in it, hopefully. And so they are the challenges I am trying to deal with at the moment. I also can't go up any particularly steep hills because I can't get up on the pedals, and I can't put a lot of weight through the ankles, but all that might get better. Also, not having been upright and walking for very much, my glutes are very, very weak and very diminished, shall we say. So actually sitting on a bicycle seat is always a bit tough if you get a new seat, but it's particularly sore at the moment. But it is all made up for by the fact that I am now able to get out in stunning nature, which you value particularly if you've ever spent 6 months in a white hospital room. Not that I'm not incredibly grateful for all the help that I got and for the time in that white hospital room. It's the reason that I still have lower legs at all. So yeah, it's tough and it's a journey, but there are people that have gone through a lot worse, and it's just incredible to be out again in the real world.